I haven't done much with cars in 2 weeks, I'll be honest with you. I discovered iRacing in sim racing world, and I've just been down a rabbit hole with that. Every waking minute I've just been racing people around the world on my computer. So I kind of forgot I got real cars. Anyway, this is all built back up now. It was all stripped out. We took it to the track. The space frame weld snapped all over the shop, and the back end went to jelly on it. So the next day we pulled it apart. This was about April. Next day we pulled it apart, had a whole weekend of welding on it, but didn't finish it. Then the last 2 days I finished the welding on it, reconstructed the back, rerouted the second silencer, because where we take it to Kerbera, they're having a real problem with the noise, so it needs a full exhaust throughout. So wait till you see this exhaust, it's hilarious. You ready? You ready to see this? It was coming out under the car, but because of the beaver tail on this truck and how low it is, your fuel tank, the fuel tank's there, and all the fuel lines and everything. Then it's got a 5-linked axle, so you've got a real issue where you can run the second silencer anyway, you know, because you're right next to the fuel tank and that. So we came out here, but this catches when it's going up the truck. We had the exhaust coming out here. That's what that heat shield was for, and it was good, but it was squatting and touching the flooring parts of the track, and then it was catching on the bed. So don't know, my dad, he suggested coming out of this back panel, but because I'm going to do a new exhaust soon and I want to paint the car and everything, I just want to go and have a full track day in it where it works, then I can work out what direction I want to go. But I don't know, I'm thinking about coming out here eventually. In the end, this will be a great exit here, which is low, puts it down, it's away from the driver, any smoke coming back at you. It's great, but like, I don't want to go cutting all the fiberglass up now. I'd rather just run it as it is, use this shitty system I'm about to show you, and then we can make something proper as we do the whole car, because we're going to put polycarbonate in it, and we're going to completely convert it from oval racing to hopefully working on normal circuits. So you ready for this? I've had exhaust coming out the bonnet, exhaust coming out the bumper, exhaust coming out the wings, exhaust coming out the side panels, exhaust coming out the back valance. Never in my life have I had one coming out the back fucking window. That's the work of art, that is. No one's seen that coming. It's like a rolling joke. The people that I go to Kerbera with, I've known them years, friends and stuff. It's like a joke. Where's this daft bastard going to put the exhaust out next? So hopefully they like that coming out the window. It does make it a lot quieter, even though it's high in the air. It makes it a lot quieter because you've got quite a few radiuses in the pipe, and then you've obviously got a secondary silencer on the back. But yeah, that's not staying on it. I'll try and splice a video in here of it running so you can see that it actually works. Make it quiet. It's in a tunnel here now where it's normally really loud. It's alright. I mean, this is not going to stay on there. It wants a whole new exhaust making all the way through. But yeah, here's the fuck up that I made. I spent the last 2 days working until late in the evening, building the back subframe back up, all the back subframe. We've added loads of new metal in there, so all them panels like the bumper and everything you see on the back end, we've had to remake tabs so that it sets all the bodywork and everything. It was one of them jobs you think it's not going to take long. It took forever. I did film this, but there's a tunnel where we work under, and the lighting's not good in the tunnel. And I was trying to show you the welding we're doing in that, and it's just all shadows and stuff. You can't see it. Now all the welding's encapsulated because we've panelled it all back out again, riveting stuff. Wherever they see new rivet heads, the panels have been done. So there's that beautiful exhaust, eh? It works, I assure you it works. So that's where we are with it. So anyway, I spend 2 days rope a friend in to stay in late with me, and we work like dogs. We loaded this up last night for a track day today. I thought it was a track day today, keyword thought. So got it all loaded up about 9 o'clock last night, all the tools in the van, ready to go home in it. And I thought I'll just check the date, because I am shit with dates. Anyone that knows me, I'm shit. Every day is the same to me. I live a charmed life. It means nothing to me days of the week are out. I haven't worked for a man. I haven't worked for the man, as the saying goes, in over 20 years. It's about 20 years. So I'm completely clueless. I just, like a child, just doing anything I want. So I have a look, and the track day is a week tomorrow. So I ended up just parking this back up late last night, and realising there is no track day today, which is good, because all it's done is piss down, and all I've got to run this on is slicks, because I can't find any other wheels wide enough for it yet. So it wouldn't have got run much anyway, but that was a risk I was willing to take. Now there's just some other things I want to do, and rushing, I haven't done them. So I'm going to get I've got like 9 days now, 8 days, sorry, my maths is terrible too, to get busy on it. Let's sort it out, and I just want to try and give it just see what we can get out of it. Then it's going in there, and it's going to get completely modified depending what I want to do with it, but it's going to get converted so the doors are on frames and swing open. It's got polycarbonate, it'll have polycarbonate glass in. I'm going to paint it, tidy up all the bodywork and paint it in, sort out wheel combos, and just start to sort it out. But anyway, a tremendous fuck up on my part there, but it's done me a favour because I've got it ready, and because it's ready now, got that jag moving, everything here runs and drives. So I've been concentrating on just getting non-runners running just lately, rather than dealing with good stuff. Tomorrow, just to wet your beak a little, I'm going to get this out. So Mark 1 Cortina with a YB Cosworth engine in it. It's one of my good cars. And then, so we'll have a look at that tomorrow, and you can actually have a look at something that Rockbox driver owns that isn't pure shit. Got to move this Mark 5, which is a turbo engine car, out of the way. I've got to move that Mark 1 and that Pop. They've been in videos before, but you get another, I'll get another look at them tomorrow. Lotus Cortina Mark 2 there. Mark 1 GT with Lotus running gear and Lotus engine. Fiesta Mark 1 track car. There's a Golf Mark 1 track car up the top behind the curtain. There's a Mark 1 Cortina, just fully restored normal one. And Mini 1275 GT under that cover. Just a few of the things I've got. I'll actually we'll get this out tomorrow, and I'm going to just run it this weekend and have a little drive about in it and that. It's not been out since last year, so you can see it's filthy. So we'll get it out tomorrow. So I'll actually show you something good tomorrow. I've done my F1 lap of Spain last week too, but you know, I've just not had time to upload it or nothing. I'm going to upload that. That's on the sim racing, that is all. So let me just have a look at this now. It stinks out here. It's what? Oh, I was going to put that on film. Yeah. The lad that works here with me, I was just going to show you. This has been on the ramp 18 months. I just come around the corner and he's sweeping up. It stinks. There was where I took the timing belt off here, there was a great big bird's nest built up there. It don't matter because this engine's fucked now anyway. But yeah, if you leave them parked around too much, the animal's moving. Oh, the oil pipe's got a nick in it there. The oil cooler pipe. That burst on me, that at Donington, in the same fashion. Use a braided pipe. I mean, look at it on sharp edges. I'm rough as fuck with cable ties and that. But yeah, that's bad. See, it was turbo. This was the return. So right, I'm going to see if the ramp works. It's not been on for 18 months, and I'm going to lower it down, and then we'll have a quick look round it. Right, the ramp works. It's down. You might ask, why wouldn't the ramp work? It's literally been up there for 18 months and no one's touched the ramp. That's why the ramp might not work. Right, here's the remainder of the bird's nest. It absolutely stinks because there's rotten eggs in there and everything. So this was where the exhaust used to come out. I told you I love to put exhaust out where they're not supposed to come. There's the remainder of the bird's nest. So if you park cars up, it don't take long for a wildlife to move in. no matter what you do. I've seen it thousands of times. Now you can see what happened to this. Right, it was a VTR. We've not got a rod to hold that mount now. Yeah, I'll lean back on the Saxo. That's it. Yeah, there was it started life as if this was the first Saxo I got into. So it started as a VTR, and it was shit. When I bought it, it was shit. It was a rust bucket under the tree falling apart. So we welded it all, and it was a non-runner. We got it running. Don't even remember what was dead on it. I think it was the fuel pump had killed it. So we got it out. Man, it was slow as fuck, because, you know, at the time I had fast cars and stuff like that I used for track, so it was just slow. So I decided to turbo it, and I've done it with 3 different turbos, loads of different ways, and I settled on fuck it, they're called. Can never remember what these are called, man. Oh, what's the turbo called? My mind always goes blank. Whole set turbo. So I used these little bad boys. That's a HX 25. These are off a little diesel forklift that you normally find in America and Canada. Man, these turbos are the bollocks, the absolute bollocks. This hits boost at about 1500 RPM. It's full boost. So I want the turbo that cooked it. It's not because I turboed it and it couldn't take the turbo. It wasn't that. What happened was, the turbo before we put the whole set on, what was it? It was a copy of a T3, bit too big for these. Got it, T3, banged it on, and I put a cheap mushroom filter on it. That was where I made my fatal mistake, and the cheap mushroom filter collapsed on itself, went through the turbo, took the blades out, and the blades found their way into the cylinders, pieces of fragments of blade, and ripped up one of the cylinders. Now I was gonna, look, you can see it. You can see it there. That's where it's come out of the exhaust. That's shredded up turbo veins. This was still running. It did the head gasket, that was it. So I pulled the head off, I checked it all. I was gonna throw an head gasket on it and just send it again. And then I actually was looking at the bores and realised it's madly fucked. That's the technical term we use here, madly fucked. So you see, I had the Victorine's head gasket ready to go, the multi-layer job, and I was just going to get that in it and send it back out. Fuck knows what all this is. Oh, head bolts, timing belt. So that's where I was with it about 18 months ago. And then all it's been about is the blue one that's in the other videos, and this is just sat. But now we've just had that fuck up with the Starlet Hotrod, and you can actually get to this. I'm thinking, look at the dirt on it. I'm just thinking, the Cortina we're waiting for, well, I'm just massing some bits to do the new fuel lines and everything. So I'll work on both of these outside here at the same time, really. But I've decided now, I've got a spare engine, which I'm going to magically edit in. I'm going to pull this motor out now and bang another engine in. I'm just going to lift that head off and have a look inside the cylinders. So that's the head whipped off. That's all fine in there, and it's just a bit of oxidisation where it's been sat all this time. Oof, them valves need cleaning up, fuck me. But yeah, that can be fucking sorted. But like, it's mad. When I first looked at it, I thought we were alright, like looking at that. I mean, think how long it's been sitting now. But it's this cylinder. Right, so if you look at this one, look at this one next to it. These ridges here, these are fairly deep. You can feel them under your finger. So I think, trying to just give that a quick home, I can just see, I mean, it still runs. The head gasket had gone on it, and looking at that, I mean, it wasn't even a decent head gasket, it's just a shitter, just a normal one. But it's that ring there, look. See this? This is where it was gone. So water was getting in to this cylinder through the water jackets. And it was still running and driving fine, it just had steam coming out of the exhaust and was using a bit of water. So there's 2 ways I could do this. I could either try and hone that, fling it all back together with the stuff I had ready for it and send it, or as you can see, it's literally one bolt holding it in there. And undo the gearbox that side and drive shafts on, drop the lot, and then the other engine that I'm going to splice in this video, take it apart, put this timing belt, brand new timing belt, and all the other bits, oil pumps, water pumps, all them bits I've got for it. What you would do if you're refreshing something, new head studs, throw them all on the new engine and chuck the new engine in here. And I would have to put that sump on that I modified to take an oil return. That's if I wanted to run it turbo. If I wanted to run it in A, then I don't actually need to do any of that. I'm just thinking of running it in A, because it's not a proper turbo build, it's a standard engine made to run turbo. And I've done these conversions so many times in my life, but this was before I was doing heavy track days. And they're great for the road, but if you want a turbo application car that you're going to take to the track, I think you need to do it right. You need to do it with forged internals and everything, and have it all properly mapped and everything, because you're just driving them too hard on the track to get away with that sort of shenanigan. So yeah, if it was just an A, that'd do me, because you got a running little Saxo again, haven't you? We'll just blank this off. Well, that's where the screamer part goes through in the bonnet. We'll blank that off, lose all this shit that was for the turbo. And what I was thinking is, this engine can still be saved, no problem. Why it's like that. Now if it detonates, I can't save it. So I was thinking, get this one out, you can get proper turbo pistons for these, buy them, go up a size, get this board out, and then rebuild this as a turbo engine. Use all the gubbins I've got, like the turbo and everything I've got, build it all up out the car, and then pull that NA engine out of it in future and put that in. It needs 2 small patches of welding underneath, but that's nothing, because I've welded this car 1,000 times. And it's in a wing behind there. That's a nice plate up. This is pretty funny actually. That's where the inertia switch used to be bolted to the inner wing. And I was at Three Sisters once and it just lost power, and this car never dies. This car just never dies. I thought it's strange that it's finally give up on me properly, and all it was the inertia switch. I'd rotted off the inner wing and turned upside down. So we cable tied that there about 3-4 years ago, and that hole's been there about 3 or 4 years, and we've just been running it like that. It's been out of action for 18 months. But yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to make a start on it. So I am doing, look at this bird's nest, I am doing all multiple things at once. But I've told you, the person who I go to all the track days with and do all the track car preparations with, and that's been banned, and he lives far from here, so we won't be meeting up and doing cars for a good while. So I have many car projects. I think I have 50 cars, something like that. I'm not lying, about 50 cars. And my mate, you know, he's got 2 track cars, that's it. So I think I can use this time now, rather than just pissing around with all the ones that run and go on track and okay, all the stuff that's broke scattered around this massive industrial unit, get it at least driving under its own steam, and it just makes my life easier. I am going to start putting stuff up for sale as well. So some of them Cortinas you see in the video, the decent stuff and that, you'll see it on eBay soon. I'll give you a heads up on here. You know, you can come have a look at it. You can come see if you can do a deal. But I'm trying to downsize now, and I won't be keeping some of the higher end stuff. I'm going to keep these shitty Saxos and my Sierra and stuff like that, because I don't know, I just like an underdog. I just like a shit car. I like shit stuff. As soon as something's worth money or commands an audience or something like that, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. I'm not into people that show off and all that kind of stuff. I'm just not like that. So I don't want to be like that myself. Yeah, little oil cooler, nicely Frenched in the grill there. What else we got to show you? Fuck all really. This one still runs power steering, the blue one don't. Nice little alloy rad. It's fully polybushed all the way. When it was up on the ramp a minute ago, I could have shown you, idiot. But yeah, it's fully polybushed all the way through. It's got lower and top strut braces all the way around. It's pretty nice inside. Tanned out polycarbonate all the way around. Someone's wrote moon boost on it. Moon boost. Decent seat. It's just a nice little car to drive on track. You know, even with an NA, you can keep up with people. No problem. They're flying machines, these little Saxos. It's on some 205 19 GTI wheels with rally tarmac stage tyres. So yeah, that's about it basically. I thought I'd just show you this green Saxo. Here's the replacement engine for the green Saxo VTR I've shown you. I've had this for a while, bought it off a guy. I know that this guy's sweet. This was in a car I was using for hill climbing. It's actually a Peugeot 106 rally engine. But he reckons this is cammed and then mapped as well. So there's ECU, triple plug one. The box is on it, the wiring loom's on it. So I think I'll just put a timing belt on it, throw it in, and get that green little bastard driving again, eh? Just scrap, well, not scrap pinholes, but literally pinholes all over the shop, everywhere. Got loads of them. But yeah, this is going to be the replacement for green Saxo. So I'm thinking, I've got stainless steel brand new exhaust I never used. Thinking of sacking the turbo route like I had it for now, just getting it going NA again, because it was quite good NA, to be honest with you. It was all right. But it's just sat on that ramp for over a year, so it's a total waste of a car. I've spent quite a bit of money on it, like putting the polycarbonate windows in it and the seating harness it's got in it and all that. It come up to a fortune, and it just sits on a ramp for 18 months. I'd rather have it working with lower power than it had than not working at all.